Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have a little fun doing a full face of Dior Beauty. I'm so excited because I'm going to be using some of the new summer 2023 launches. I'm going to be creating a look using the new Rose de Soir Quint. This one is so beautiful. Also have a new blush that I'm just obsessed with. This is the Dior on Rose. So beautiful. For all of you that love a great neutral blush that's going to work with all your eye looks, you're going to want to check that out. I did pick up the new launch, the Christian Dior BAUME. Can't wait to share some details on this product with you, as well as pulled out some of my other favorites from the brand. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look using all Dior Beauty products, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm so excited because we're gonna be doing a full face of Dior Beauty. The first product I want to mention is the new Christian Dior. This is the BAUME. And when this launched, I was not exactly sure what it was for. I figured it was sort of a hand cream, but this is a versatile balm. You can use it on your hands, of course, your body, and also your lips. And I actually tried this in store and just fell in love with the texture. So number one, super cute packaging. Perfect to just pop in your purse, and then it just flips open really easily like that. So cute. And it makes your hands feel super silky. And here's a little squirt of the balm, and the texture is just pure luxe, you guys. It just feels so silky and luxe. It is fantastic, as I said, as a hand cream, but also really versatile for your lips and body. So if you're out and about and your lips are super dry, you can just kind of take some of this, pop it on your lips. Again, the texture is so amazing. And honestly, I don't detect any fragrance in here. So for those of you that are sensitive to fragrance, I think you are going to be pleasantly surprised by BAUME. Honestly, if you are somebody that uses hand cream, I think you might fall in love with this, because it feels very luxe and very hydrating, but it also sinks right into my hands. Like right now, there's no stickiness, no greasiness. So I love that because I need hand cream, but sometimes when you are, kind of trying to pick up things and it hasn't absorbed into the skin yet, a little less fun. So I'm actually loving this Christian Dior BAUME, and it's very thin too, so you can just stick it right in your purse. Great little versatile product. Okay, moving on to foundation. A new love, you've heard me talk about this already, is the Forever Natural Nude Foundation. I have this in the shade 3CR, and I literally have completely fallen in love with this foundation. This is not necessarily a new launch, but this was one that a subscriber just was going gaga about. And I was like, I better check this foundation out again. And what I love is the finish of this. It's going to give me some coverage, but it's going to be very natural looking. It feels really good on the skin. It's one of those that wears really well throughout the day, meaning like I kind of think it looks better at the end of the day versus when I first put it on. So really long lasting, and it's made of 96% of natural origin ingredients. So you can kind of feel good about putting it on your skin as well. And I like to just sort of use my fingers first, and then I will go in with a sponge and just sort of make sure that it's really blended in. And this formula is enriched with 96% natural origin ingredients. It is concentrated with skincare. The finish is going to let your skin breathe. It is going to be, I would say, medium coverage. You can definitely build it up, but it's going to give you a natural, luminous finish, and it is very long lasting. Okay, here is what this foundation looks like. No primer underneath, and I just really feel like I'm getting a natural glow, but if you were to come up and be close by me, my skin would just look like skin, and I find that extra important during the summer months. I don't want to be looking like I'm wearing a ton of makeup in general as well. But I just find this one looks so natural, but it does provide you with some coverage and it just feels really hydrating and nice on the skin. So I have just been reaching for this foundation and I'm so glad that I got color matched again. I'm really liking the shade 3CR. So if you are somebody who is my skin twin, I'm really loving that color. I feel like it gives my complexion a little life as well. I'm going to pop on a little concealer. I'm going to be using the Dior Forever Skin Correct, and this is always just an amazing concealer, and I also like to use this just as foundation on really good skin days. I will just sort of come and correct where I need it here, and I'm also going to just do a little bit of highlighting here. And I actually have this in the shade 2N, and what I like to do is just start by using my fingertips here and kind of tapping this underneath my eye area, kind of all over the lid as a little primer for shadow. I have a new Dior Quint that I can't wait to share with you. It is so pretty. Then I will go in with my beauty sponge in a minute to make sure to take off any excess product. Again, wanting to kind of create a pretty but natural look today. Okay, we're gonna let this sink into the skin while we do eyes. And I have one of the new Dior Quints. This one is in Rose de Soir, and this one is so pretty. Really pretty rose tone, some taupe here, and it just creates a very soft, natural, everyday look. And I have just been loving a sort of soft, pinky rose eye look. Kind of has a little bit of Barbie vibes going on here. Clearly I'm into that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this shade over here, the rose shade, and I'm going to be putting that in the crease area. And I am just windshield wiping slightly above my crease here because I have a little deeper set eyes, and coming over here and just windshield wiping. The formula of these eye quints are always buttery and easy to blend, so I love them since I'm just a makeup enthusiast, not necessarily an artist, but I just find these are so easy to use, and this kind of color story's right up my alley here. Then I'm going to come over to this beautiful taupey shade here, and I love this color. So if you've been watching my channel, you know I just can't seem to get enough of these taupey shades. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place that all over my lid here and do a wash of that taupe. Isn't that so beautiful? Then I'm going to go into this little slightly Barbie pink shade. It's just so soft. And I'm going to add a little bit of that pink into that crease area. Just giving a little extra pop there. What I love about this color story is that it's soft and ethereal, but you can glam it up a bit if you want. But I think the beauty of this is that it's just such a pretty wash on the eyes. And I'm going to be running this color near the lash line right here with this Pencil Pro brush. So any sort of barrel brush here, I'm going to just come in with this shade and run it closer to the lash line here, but this particular brush is a little bit thicker, which I like, and I'm going to take whatever the excess is and I'm going to run that on my bottom lash line here to connect the eye. Now you could take this darker shade too and kind of bring it into the V. I kind of want to leave this a little bit more clean on my particular lid since I don't have a ton of eyelid real estate is what I say. I love when people have a lot of lid to work with. The eyeshadow sort of pops, but for myself, since my eyes are a little hooded, I want to keep it a little lighter and cleaner, but I am going to come in with this topper shade. It's so pretty. It's sort of this soft pink tone. Tap that on with my finger in that inner corner and kind of bringing it to like the iris because I want my eyes to like open up just a bit. A sort of soft wash of rose tones, and then we are going to coat on some mascara. I am going to be using the classic DIORSHOW. I just realized that my full tube of that has dried out, so I'm going to be using a sample, but this has been a long time favorite because this is the kind of brush that I personally prefer. Just a classic, and this is a favorite of many makeup artists. Like when I ask my makeup artist friends what their favorite mascaras are, they're always going to include the classic DIORSHOW. So I will pop on some of this mascara. Okay, I have coated my lashes with mascara, cleaned up my brows, and I really like the color story of that eye quint. And then we're going to go ahead and bronze up my skin just a bit. I pulled out the adorable, just love the packaging here. This is the Dior Natural Bronze, and I have this in the shade, I have this in shade 3, Soft Bronze, and I'm just gonna pop on some bronzer here. And the reason I like this bronzer is because it's a soft matte bronzer. There's not any shimmer or anything like that, so it looks very natural on the skin. Just a little warmth to the skin. And then I have fallen in love with this Dior blush. This one is the Dior on Rose. And you guys, it is so gorgeous here. The perfect neutral rose blush. Let me give you a little swatch here. It is so perfect. It's got a little bit of shimmer in here, so it just makes your cheeks pop. Right there is the color. For those of you that love like a neutral blush that you can wear with all eye looks, I think you might love this blush. And I'm going to pop some of this on my cheeks here. Is this not the perfect color? Isn't that a beautiful color? Love that. I'm gonna pop a little bit of my bronzer in my eye look. This is just something I always do to just make sure everything looks a little cohesive. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that on. I could have used the blush as well, but I kind of wanted to deepen my crease just a little bit here. So this one is optional. This is just something I like to do to make sure that my entire face kind of looks cohesive. Okay, we've got a little bit of color on the cheeks, and I'm going to use this beautiful luminizer. This one is in Coral Cruise, and it's so pretty. I actually like to wear this on my eyes as well. It's just a really beautiful luminizer. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to place some of this on the tops of my cheeks here. Okay, really pretty luminizer, and I might put just a little bit up in my brow bone. And then for lips, I have one of the new Dior ADDICT lip colors. For all of you that love a good nude color, I think you're gonna love Romance. It is just perfection. And here is a swatch of this lip shade. These are just fantastic lip products. You guys know I love Dior lippies, and I am just gonna slick this on. It's such a pretty, easy color, nice and shiny. And I think it complements the overall look. I'm in love with this color, and this is the shade Romance. And then to set everything, I'm going to be using the Dior. This is the Forever Perfect Fix. This is another good setting spray that's going to hydrate your skin as well as just sort of set your makeup for the day. So we'll put some of this on. And while that is drying down, we're going to finish with fragrance of the day. And I went ahead and pulled out the new Dior Riviera. And this is a beautiful green figgy rose scent. It truly is going to kind of take you to the Mediterranean. That's what it does for me. And for somebody that doesn't necessarily gravitate towards these green scents, I've really been loving this one. There's a creaminess to the fig as well as that little touch of rose in here that just balances everything out. Plus, it has been super warm here. We're going to be in the 90s today. And I find that the green notes in here just sort of cut the heat. This one makes me feel clean. It sort of dries down to almost a soft, figgy powder, I would say. It's not super powdery, but there's just something that's going to kind of help you feel a little bit fresh during the warmer summer months. So I really have been liking this release from Dior, and of course I love the fact that it comes in the more baby travel size so that you can experience the fragrance and see if you truly love it before like investing in the bigger bottle. And I've just been loving these smaller sizes that you can buy in the Privé line here. I've got several and they're just perfect for travel, but it is quite a lot of product as well. So this is my final look using all Dior Beauty. I'm having a little bit of a love fest with Dior products. So in love with this natural nude foundation. Definitely recommend that. I love this shade in Romance. Such a perfect nudie color. This blush is to die for. Definitely would recommend that. I also love this color story in Rose de Soir. Really pretty, and this is sort of right up my alley. And it's always fun to do a full face of Dior. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.